Moskowitz with Partner Optimizer, and we are here for our last broadcast of Ecosystem Chronicles from ImPartnerCon 2024 here in Miami. It's been an incredible show with so many people from our partnerati crowd in the partner ecosystem and the channel. And I'm so excited for my last guest of this conference. And to give you a little background first, Ecosystem Chronicles is all about the global forum for partner intelligence and partner data discussions, which is something that's very up and coming, modern, related to all sorts of partner ecosystem tools. And it's something that has not been given the forum to really explore and educate our sector. And so here we are bringing this to our sector. And I'm really excited to have with me Juhi Saha. And Juhi is the CEO of Partner One. And we are here to talk very specifically about cloud marketplaces and partner ecosystems within cloud marketplaces. And also in regards to that, how partner intelligence plays such an important role in the success of cloud marketplaces. And the title is, it's the hottest party
in
multi-party deals, right?
That's right.
It's a tongue twister, but it's so important and it's so true. And who better to talk about it than Juhi, because she has been working in the Microsoft ecosystem, partner ecosystem, for most of her recent career.
That's right.
And she broke off from Microsoft to form an agency that is creating incredible value for many ISVs and other companies that are looking to really capitalize on partner ecosystems in cloud marketplaces. So Juhi, thank you so much for taking the time and welcome. And the floor is yours. Tell us a little bit more about what you do. And
yeah. Well, thank you for having me. It's really exciting to be here, especially at the tail end of ImPartnerCon. And yes, as you were saying, cloud ecosystems are the most cost-effective way, really, for profitable growth. I know that profitable growth is on top of everyone's minds, and companies that are savvy have actually been using cloud marketplaces based on whatever tech stack they're built on.
Mm-hmm.
So for simplicity today, I'm going to talk about Microsoft because that's my background and also where I believe a lot of opportunity lies. And, we were chatting about how ISVs and services providers can work better together. And just a little bit of context. So cloud marketplaces are amazing if you're selling to enterprise customers who have monetary commitments with Microsoft, AWS, Google. The reason for that is if you hit a certain level of maturity with Microsoft, it's called Azure IP co-sell ready, and you transact through the marketplace, you can actually use that pre-committed budget that an enterprise customer has. So you don't have to fight for budget anymore. You can use money that's been set aside. So that's been the benefit for ISVs or software companies to use these cloud marketplaces. The challenge is on the other side. Customers usually work with very trusted services providers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way for customers to use that pre-committed budget. And so this was something that I think these cloud players were hearing over and over again, the need to allow both sides to win together with the customer. And so what Microsoft recently launched, and I'm really, really excited about it, is the ability for services partners and ISVs of a certain maturity level to actually sell together to an enterprise customer and let that customer use that pre-committed budget to complete the transaction. So everyone wins. The services provider pulls the customer into a trusted relationship with an ISV. The customer completes the purchase using pre-committed budget. And then the ISV has access to a whole new segment of customers. So I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. And as I've been sharing, I think it's the best kept secret in marketplaces. But probably not for long after this.
Right. And I mean, that's why it's exciting to be here with you, because you already have so much experience working within the ecosystem and helping vendors to do that and achieve those, access to the sale and the funding.
That's right.
And so how does it end up beginning? Like if there's a customer who's already in the Microsoft ecosystem and they've committed budget to spending within the Microsoft ecosystem, how does the ISV or even an MSP or a Microsoft, channel partner know about that budget in the first place so that they can then take advantage of it?
that is the $1 million question, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not trivial. Usually, it's a safe assumption that any enterprise customer that's partnering with Microsoft has a monetary commitment. So, base assumption.
Mm-hmm.
I think then you can share a lead with Microsoft, and the account exec can tell you if they have a commitment or not to spend. But I think the bigger question is, how do you find the right partner to go into this multi-party deal together? And frankly, that's something I've seen a lot of ISVs struggling with, because there are hundreds of thousands of partners in Microsoft's ecosystem alone. How do you find that needle in a haystack? And I'm an engineer by training, so I like data. I always go for data-driven solutions, like tools that can help you really niche down and find that ideal partner profile, which I think is a term you defined.
Well, close to it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it was around before us, but the data-driven
Yeah.
ideal partner profile for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, what's the best way? How should companies think about finding these ideal partners?
Well, so from what I've seen and experienced or talked about with others in the industry, is that when you get into a marketplace like Azure and you make all the effort to get there, the floodgates don't open up just because you're in there.
That's right.
Right. And so then the challenge is, well, how do I now find those partners, and how do I find the budget with the right customers and
That's
my target customers? And, talking with Vince Mencione earlier, it's not always the enterprise customers or those top Fortune 500 that you need to look at. There's thousands of mid-market companies with budget as well.
Exactly.
And that's really where those partners can make a difference, because they know those customers, they're already servicing them. But how do you find those partners who are aligned with what you do as a product, as a software, for example, to know that they have the right customers to reach out to with you? And so when you look at the marketplace directories, right, that may be available. Okay, so I'm not crazy, right?
It's like hundreds of thousands of companies. How do you find the right one?
And so most of those directories are actually built as a curated thing where the partner actually fills the form out, right?
That's right.
And so I guess, and there's only so many fields they can be asked to fill out before it gets exhausting. And so the fields are limited in terms of what you can actually search on within those directories, and then also what you can find out about those partners. So I guess, our perspective, obviously as a partner discovery data-driven platform, is that we already profile thousands and thousands of partners who are Microsoft partners and in other partner ecosystems as well. And whether they're system integrators or managed service providers or MarTech or BI consultants, whatever, they all may be categorized as partners of Microsoft, but we can really drill down based upon the business attributes of those partners' ideal customers, and as well as those partners' competencies and expertise, so that you can much more quickly find those partners that are most likely to be the right ones to find the right path to market.
Exactly, because you only want to try out these multi-party deals with a few companies first.
That's right.
Test it, make sure it works, and then repeat. So how do you find that frog?
Yeah, the prince. Well, you have to kiss a lot of frogs to get to the prince, right?
But not if you use data.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or which party which parties to have a good party?
We'll stop with our jokes, but
I know. And so with this world of marketplace and cloud ecosystem, are there multiple parties, like a system integrator plus a selling partner, plus domain expertise of some sort? Like when we're talking about multi-party, right? It's not always just an ISV plus a implementer, or, how would you describe the ideal multi-party deal?
So I'm thinking of it in terms of segments. There are mid-market and SMC customers who buy through cloud resellers, so the CSPs. That's one set of customers. And then there are enterprise customers who buy directly with Microsoft.
Okay.
The multiple parties involved in each of those segments are different. There's always an ISV involved, but it's the CSP, the ISV for SMB and mid-market sellers, and the CSP handles the billing.
Okay.
But with the multi-party offers, which I'm really excited about, that's where someone who's buying Azure essentially directly from Microsoft can work with an implementer, like a solutions provider who's got a designation with Microsoft, and an ISV, say for a billing solution. They can actually buy that through the marketplace, pulling down the monetary commit due to the benefits the ISV has. So net, what's happening is the ISV is passing on its benefits to the SI partner and the customer. So everyone wins in a multi-party
Right.
deal.
And so on average, how much does that actually accelerate a transaction versus like a competitor who is not in the marketplace?
I think tremendously, because what happens is these service providers have trusted relationships with the customer. So that's already shortened the lead to deal time. And they already have preferred pricing with the customer. So what the ISV can do is create a private offer that's got specific pricing for that customer and push it through. So the negotiation process is very quick. The markup is customized. And so I think it's a very frictionless process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And so, do you know, as far as becoming an approved vendor to that end customer, is that accelerated as well? Because that can sometimes delay a transaction, 60, 90, 120 days,
Yes. The marketplace accelerates everything. It speeds up procurement, it speeds up finding budget, it speeds up finding partners. So yes, to all of the above.
Excellent. And so, how does Partner One, your agency, help ISVs and partners to get into one of these cloud marketplaces?
Our focus is cloud marketplaces, and we basically take companies from zero. So let's get started as a Microsoft partner to actually co-selling actively with Microsoft, having a co-sell strategy. And if they need technical support in the middle, we help them get transactable, for example. That's pretty technical, or develop new solutions. So we're really the guide through the maze that are these cloud marketplaces.
Yeah. So that's why I guess you wear the hat and the title of co-pilot, right?
That's right.
You're a live human co-pilot.
That's right. I'm not flying the plane. I'm teaching you to fly it.
Exactly.
Well said.
That's awesome. So here's another question I ask to all of our partnerati, especially in your area of things. If someone is wanting to adopt this strategy and get into the Microsoft Azure marketplace and start to take advantage of this acceleration, what kind of budgets do they need? And how do they build the case for it when they're going to ask for budget to their C-suite?
I think you need resources in terms of tools. Tools are crucial here because they help you identify the right partner. They help you share leads. And I think maybe, I don't know, it's under 100K. It's less than the cost of a partner manager for sure to get this up and running. And then you need to get into the partner program. So you can either take 18 months to 2 years to figure that out, or you can work with companies that actually help you get up to speed in 2 months. So those are the investments.
2 months. That's amazing. Yeah.
It's once you know the way, it's not that hard, but you need someone to hold your hand. I think.
Yeah. It's not obvious and intuitive in all of the literature you can find. But you've been creating some really great literature for those who are looking for it. So
we want to educate.
Yeah. So your website is partner1.com, right?
.io. So partner1.io.
Partner1.io, and that's Juhi. And you can also find her on LinkedIn as well as in Partnership Leaders.
That's right.
And she's great. I love talking with her, and we've been nurturing a professional relationship as well as friendship, and been learning a lot from her. And so I really strongly advise anyone who's in a emerging or established ISV who's looking to get into marketplace and grab budget from enterprises that already have earmarked budget through Microsoft, go get it. It's waiting there for you.
And solutions providers has so much on the table for you. So go get it. You don't let those benefits go to waste.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Dina.
So
Thank
good
you.
to hang with you directly.
Always.
And over and out for right now. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us on Ecosystem Chronicles. We'll have another event in a couple of weeks, but if you want to see this or share it with your colleagues, which I strongly encourage you do, you can always just click on the LinkedIn or go to the partneroptimizer.com webpage, and we'll have the recording there as well. So have a great trip home.
Thank you.
And everyone, thank you again. And over and out from InPartner Con 2020.